you know? And he was like, well, I read that this is a good gun for a riot. I was like, what does that mean? Like, a good gun for a riot? Like, what are you going to do with it during a riot? And he's just like, oh, like, it's a heavy bullet, so it'll just sail through crowds. I was like, God damn, all right. Like, it's a good riot cartridge then,
man. It's a way to get to the front of it. It's like, what has the experience been for you, like, working at a gun store? What has it been like since this pandemic hit?
Well, I mean, it's completely unprecedented what's going on. I work there with a lot of guys that have been working in the firearms industry for a long time, real experienced guys, and they've been selling guns for longer than I've been alive.
Oh, dang, man.
And they tell me the same thing, man. They tell me it's unprecedented. The month of March had more background checks done than any other month in the history of the United States. This is March of 2020. When the first kind of panic started going on, we had over, nearly 200 people outside the store waiting to get in before we opened. 4 to 5 hour lines just for service because we were just full of people. And if if you're around LA, there's not that many gun stores. There's a handful just around, especially West LA. Mm-hmm. And where we are, kind of like in the epicenter of a bunch of different neighborhoods. So we're by Torrance, Manhattan Beach, Hawthorne, on the way to Gardena. So we're kind of like right in the middle of all that.
Right. So kind of white getting Mexican-y.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest, man. It's mostly Latino.
Yeah.
Our clientele is mostly Latino, but I was surprised when I started working there. The diversity of people purchasing firearms. It's all types.
And so when you say like how soon after kind of the pandemic hit or after did you notice there was a certain thing that brought people in? It's like, oh, now we got to go get the guns. Like now.
100%. The vast majority of people in there buying guns as of recent have been brand new gun buyers. Never bought a gun in their life. Never even expected to buy guns. That's for a lot of them. And it was the first time, and I was talking to a lot of my coworkers, it was the first time that people really started talking about openly in the store buying these guns and using them in the defense of their property from people willing to take it from them.
Wow.
A lot of people are like, oh, hey, I want to get a tactical shotgun. And it's like, oh, if you ever ask them, oh, what do you plan on doing with it? Oh, I just shoot out the range. I like it. And, it's a good thing for home defense. Okay, granted. That was common. But now it's like, oh, I need to get this because what if someone breaks in and they're trying to take my stuff, or they were just going off about it. They're talking about, it kind of reminded them of the riots in LA in 92. Mm-hmm. Some of the old timers talking about the Watts riots back in, I believe, the 70s.
Yeah. Especially living in this area. That's another thing I thought about. I was like, wow, well, I live in an area that has a history of unrest, of civil unrest if things get squirreled out, really. So, because it's funny because I was even thinking to myself, like, why am I buying a gun? What am I? I think I'd always kind of wanted to get a gun, but I'd never acted on it. And then suddenly it was like, okay, I'm going to get this gun.
Yeah.
And I think it was just, I want to be able to take care of myself. I want to be able to, like, if things get real heated, and somebody's coming over, somebody's stealing diapers from you or stealing water, stealing whatever, like
they come for that TP, brother. They want that toilet paper, man. They want, they're coming for your collared shirt.
Yeah, people walking. But I guess it's funny because I think my first instinct would be if somebody like really needed help would be to help them.
Right.
But then if somebody's coming in with the intent not looking for help.
Right. They're there for your stuff.
Yeah.
They're there for your life, man. Yeah.
What were have you gotten some wild questions from people during this time?
Oh my God, you have no idea, man. All types. You get all types of weirdos in there, man. I remember one dude was coming in. He was like an older white guy, and he was coming in. He was like, I'm looking for a 45-70 lever action rifle. And 45-70s used to be the standard military cartridge for the U.S. pretty much right after the Civil War, just pretty much until right before World War I. And it's a very powerful, large, big bore cartridge. They used it for buffalo hunting, stuff like that. It's just a very powerful cartridge. And the gentleman I was talking to was like, oh yeah, why are you looking for something like that, And he was like, well, I read that this is a good gun for a riot. I was like, what does that mean? Like, a good gun for a riot? Like, what are you gonna do with it during a riot? And he's just like, oh, like, it's a heavy bullet, so it'll just sail through crowds. I was like, God damn, all right, like, it's a good riot cartridge then, man.
It's a way to get to the front of the line.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, man. And all types. A lot of people looking for really cheap guns.
Yeah.
I need something under $200. It was like, dude, I'm gonna sell you a knife, man. I can't get there's not too many guns.
I'm gonna sell you a fast knife.
You can throw it, man.
Yeah.
There's your range.
And so, but you got a lot of new users. Like, who are they? Like, what do they look like? What are they? You said it was a lot of Latinos out there. Mostly. And is it a lot of gangsters? Is it a lot of females? What is it? Abuelos?
At our all types, man. At our shop, we get a lot of gangsters. Gangsters of all kinds. I've seen like dudes that are borderline like white nationalists. Mm-hmm. Straight up cholos.
Nick got all excited.
Yeah.
Calm down, Nick. Man. Sorry.
Just straight like just black gangsters, like
Yeah.
Bloods, Crips, that kind of stuff. And yeah, they don't. I mean, a lot of times they don't even hide it. Like I
And
got
what about Jews? Do you see any Jews in there?
a few, not
Yeah.
too many. I feel like I don't know. I feel
There's
like
a lot of Jewish supremacists now, like people that
I
are
believe
devout Judaism only type of shit.
yeah,
you know?
Zionists. You know,
Yeah.
right. I feel like they have their own way of getting guns. We sell Jewish guns. We got some like stuff from Israel there, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Israel makes a lot of weapons, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's,
mean,
it's a
like,
weapon belt over there.
Hell yeah, hell
You
yeah.
got to.
Technology and weapons, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're surrounded by their enemies, you know.
Yeah, it's a hot area. It's a good area to have a weapon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So go ahead. You're seeing a lot of Latinos. You're seeing a lot of Is it a lot of gangbangers? Or is it a lot of stepmoms? Who's
not
coming
a
in?
lot. You get that occasionally. It's just a lot of just really random people, man. Whether it's like people my age, you know, just first time gun buyers, 21 years old, single women with kids.
And are they expressing fears about the pandemic? Like
Yes.
about the okay.
100%. They're there telling us like, I don't know what to get. I don't know anything about guns. I don't even really want to know anything about guns. I just want to get one.
That was me, really.
Yeah,
Kind of. I mean,
yeah.
I knew I wanted a handgun. I looked through
Right.
some guns and kind of picked out the one that I wanted.
Exactly. But I don't think you were there entirely out of fear, man. A lot of people were there really just like looking around, and they just kind of were freaking me out, to be honest with you, man.
And is there an element where you have to like, or if somebody's you determine that they have too much fear? Do you still have to sell them a gun?
I wouldn't say I have to, but
Because that's a scary person to sell a gun to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm coming from a place of like,
Yeah.
just complete fear, then I could make some poor choices. You know,
100%.
you don't want to fucking shoot a guy and he just had the mail. You
Yeah,
know?
no, for sure. But that's where it gets tricky, because you also don't want to deprave someone of their Second Amendment right, especially when there's a limited amount of gun stores and it's hard for them to get in. I mean, a lot of people were waiting for 5 hours for service.
Yeah.
And they want to get a gun, and despite the reasons, I mean, out of fear, that's not necessarily a reason where I can take away their constitutional right. That's what I see.
Right. So yeah. So there's nothing in it like where you make any sort of like psychological, mental health evaluation of them.
We have the freedom to.
Okay.
We can. And like another thing, like by requirement, if you smell like marijuana, I can't serve you.
Wow.
Literally, and I've had it told. Like, I mean, man, I have some stories of these gangsters that come in all the time, man, or just anyone. I mean, these people that smell like weed, but just like usually people that walk into a gun store.
Some real fucking cholos. I know you're
Dude,
talking about.
they sit in their Infinity, you know, and they're smoking a backwood.
Yeah.
And they're in the parking lot, and they're like,
Persians.
all right, now let's go buy guns.
Now
like,
we're
after
talking
they
Persian.
reek.
Yeah.
You know? Can't do
Yeah. What the fuck? And do they a lot of times think they're gonna be able to get it day of?
Oh my! Most people, not most, but a lot of people were getting upset at us because they were like, "It's a 10-day waiting period in California. So if you start the background check that day, right, then 10 days from now you can come pick it up."
Right. Right. That's what I'm going through right now. And it
Exactly.
just got extended too. It just got
As of recent, they've been extended a little bit. The DOJ pretty much sent out a notification to us that they're completely backed up on background checks going through. So even after the 10-day waiting period, the background check might not have cleared yet. So we've had, I mean, this weekend, probably over 40 people come pick up their guns, and we had to deny them that access to pick up their firearm, even if it was after their 10-day waiting period.
I noticed like this pandemic starts to light that fuse a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what if we all got to go back to the Wild West days?
yeah.
You know, like what if, suddenly like the services and the society that we're in, it starts to break down.
Yeah.
I think there are some people who not only would like to have that, a little bit of that Grand Theft Auto type of lifestyle, but then also some people who want to just be prepared for it.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't want to show up, you don't want to show up really late to saving yourself, and being prepared. Because once shit hits the fan, you're not gonna be able to get a gun. There won't be gun stores open. You know what I'm saying? When like if things get really bad, like things aren't gonna be open. It's not gonna be available. And you're not gonna be able to go to your neighbor like, hey, give me a gun. They're like, nah, I'm gonna shoot you so I can run the building.
Yeah, I mean that's why my whole family lives on one block. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's pretty savage.
It's a lot of firepower right there. Just, centrally located.
Yeah.
But no, man, yeah, 100%. I mean, you have a lot of people that kind of have that hunger for chaos. It's just the way it is. When you live, I mean, look at the U.S. today. It's so everything. I mean, it's so complicated. Our lives is all social media and going to work on time and all that. And I feel like people getting kind of sick of it. And eventually, they just kind of just want that chaos to boil over, man. It just gives them a little bit time of release.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh yeah, a lot of human beings that wants some sort of chaos, and then if they don't, at least wants to be prepared for it. At least recognizes that it's in other people. I mean, even if you look back in the Bible, man, which is, I mean, it's a hit or miss book, but if you, like Cain and Abel, they had 4 people in the world, and one of them killed the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Adam, Eve, Cain, Abel, fucking Abel killed Cain, I think, or one of them. But dude, at that point, when you think about that, there's 4 people. 4 people, dude. You think people would be excited? There's finally 4 of us, and one of them's like, nah.
One of them's just like, nah, fuck it.
Fuck,
3.
I'm killing your boy right here.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
you're like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Abel murdered Cain.
Yeah, bro. Abel fucking murdered Cain, dog. So that's when you gotta be like, damn, bro.
I read it wrong. You had it right the first time.
Cain murdered Abel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because yes, we Cain. I remember seeing those bumper stickers growing up.
Yes, we came.
Yeah, like if your brother gets out of line, yes, we Cain.
Yes, we came.
But so yeah, I just think there's